Yay! We're live? We're live. Are we live? Are we live? Good morning. Woo! Happy Thursday, October 3rd. Oh my goodness. Welcome to October. Today we are reading with the Ancient Egyptian Tarot. This is very popular. A lot of you guys love this. I'm from being set up right now. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Oh, man. Very, very, very disorganized this morning. I thought I'd pop on while I get organized, not let me out, because what stress. How is everyone doing today? Good morning. Let's write good morning up here. Good morning. Welcome. Please type that in. Thank you. There we go. Hi, Laura. Excuse me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So funny. I have this huge book. I'm good, thank you. A little behind today. So I'm still just kind of getting ready, but I have this huge book and I'm working on this project. And I go to get a piece of paper out last night. And normally I could just like take a little bit of paper out. And I took out a whole crap load of notes. Hubby's like, oh, do we have to go shopping for school supplies? And I'm like, yeah. See, it's a big book. Oof. I need to grab a coffee. I'll be right back. Please enjoy my lovely bookshelf and my Halloween decoration. Ah! Oop. All right. Ha. Yay, good morning. This is my happy place. I love being here. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much for coming. Hi, Volaton. Oh, my goodness. Good morning, you guys. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I've got coffee. Cheers. I've got an hour because I work today. Awesome. You guys are here. Woo. So I'm working on this project. I get to present it today. I'm a little scattery. So I was up super late last night finishing touches. Oh, thank you. That is known as the fairy garden. Hubby and I practice permaculture. And when we moved out here, I'm like, that's it. This is my fairy garden. And so it's developed over the last couple of years that we've been here. And I absolutely love it. It's my little happy spot. So when we're, doing stuff and vlogging, it's just fantastic. And everybody contributes in the spring about planting stuff and everything. So we all get to watch it grow together. And then in the winter, I have that wicked awesome window upstairs in my studio. So I totally do it from there. And then I like plotted out with the snow shovel, and it's crazy. I love that space. It is so, it's pretty ratchet, but it's coming along so well. My neighbors kind of turn their noses up a little bit at it. There's some fantastic, beautiful gardeners here, though, and it's a very serious thing. But mine's just fun and fey. It's just for fun. I got things out there, and the little fairies can't be out like they used to be. So I think I need to create inside ones, but it's fun. It's so fun. And I love sharing it with everybody. So yeah, the vlog usually entails my garden. So yay. And thank you very much for checking out the vlog. That's awesome. Yeah, totally. See, because we garden, right? And we have this huge like farm acreage behind us. They grow like wheat and canola and stuff back there. So our goal with permaculture, like this is totally off topic today, but our goal with this is to like make a fence line that's edible so we can feed ourselves and other people. And then with the gardens and stuff, hi Guiela, with the gardens and stuff, the bees come right away because I leave all my dandelions. I actually use a lot of herbs in my general life with teas and medicine and stuff. So I leave all my dandelions and everything. It brings the bees, the birds, the butterflies. And I think like we've got an average of 6 to 13 varieties of birds that come into our yard now because of what we've done and planted. And definitely all sorts of bees and butterflies and hummingbirds and ground chickens and crazy things. So permaculture is what we do. And so we're totally always thinking about the environment and how we can make it a better area for the little insects and bugs and stuff. So yeah, we've got like I say, when I go, I have to do my chicken chores because we keep chickens. Yeah, it's really cool. Hubby has a couple different channels on that. And we moved out here from a city to be able to study it further. So it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty grateful for that. And I try to, yeah, share as much as I can. I have a video on here of all the hummingbirds that came this year, like the last couple of years, because they remember, they'll come back. So our first year here, I had one come up and it like bloop, bloop, blooped, and it went away. And I'm like, oh my goodness, we need to get a hummingbird feeder. And so now I have 2 of them out there. This year we had 7 different hummingbirds. So I whipped the camera out and I'm like, man, here we go. And I sat out there and I got some really, really good hummingbird footage. So yes, very grateful to be able to follow my bliss. And this is where it's kind of all led me to, I love reading. I love reading for everyone. And it's absolutely a blessing for me to be able to do this. It's absolutely a blessing. I'm very fortunate. And I used to be a workaholic, and it's taken me a lot of time. And hubby has encouraged me to be able to do this. So I'm very close on monetization on this channel again. And I do have another big channel that I work on. And yeah, doing side projects and stuff. So I'm very grateful for being able to do this. This is my happy space. I love reading for everyone, and I'm so grateful for it. So let's do this. Let's have a little fun with these cards. How is everybody doing today? Enough babbling from me. Just still waking up. Good morning. The coffee's strong. It's going to be a good day. So Laura, I have you first. And then Valentine, totally you. I've got 4 in the room right now. Welcome, everybody. So we got the Egyptian out today. So we'll see what the cards have to say. I'm I'm excited. There's some changes coming up this weekend too. So hopefully next week, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Stoked. All right. Well, S and I reconcile. Well, there's the 6 of Wands that have come up. Where's the light? There it is. Ooh. It's like, whoa, stop right there. Let's see what the book has to say for you. Ooh, we got the Prince of Swords underneath, and then the 2 of Swords here. And then the Fool's underneath. You know what is so funny? I'm like, oh yeah, we'll do single card readings. But then I look at the bottom of the deck and I'm like, no, there's more to this story. All right, so 6 of Wands. Oh, man. Here we go. And I just brushed my teeth, so I'm like, I feel like I have toothpaste all over my face. Here we go with the 6 of Wands, okay? Here the energy of the previous card has now achieved a balance. Well, this is the first card, so it is victorious, having triumphed over the opposition. Good news or gifts are suggested. Wishes will be fulfilled. I read yesterday for like 3 hours straight reading scripts, and so my words are a little jumbly right now. Please bear with me. A card of optimism and confidence. There is, however, a danger that this may give way to arrogance. The combination of Leo and Jupiter gives this card a high degree of humanism. Artistic creativeness and self-expression are well aspected. Inspiration in full flow. That's not the feeling I got from that with your question. But we've got the Prince of Swords and the 2 of Swords here too. And swords are like, they cut through the crap, right? They cut the air signs. They're like, they'll cut it back to sea. And then with the Fool card coming up, it's the start of a new journey. So as far as reconciliation, I think just stop and take some caution before you get into that celebration mode that something might be happening, because there's still something that's going to come to light that's going to make a new journey happen. So it could be together or it could be separate. I know, I'm sorry. I don't have a yes or no answer for you at this moment, because underneath that we got the Magician too, right? So changes. So Laura, that's where we're at. So how long have you guys been separated for? Mm-hmm. 6 months. Yeah, I don't. Oh, dude, 6 of Wands is right here. Okay, so that's what that could be then. We've got the 6 of Wands right here. You've been 6 months. The air, it cuts through, like using communication though. And this, the 2 of Swords generally talks about like they're making peace, but things aren't the same. And it's very, very kind of standoffish. Confusion, blind in a situation, defensive, secretive, right? So with those swords cutting through things, Prince of Wands or of Swords, so fast, right? The communication. This is amicable. This isn't like fighting or friendly. This is just neutral, okay? And then the Fool is the start of a new journey. It's the 0 card in the major arcana. So you may feel something shift within you, right? From having a communication with this person. So it's been 6 months. You know, there could be an opportunity for some communication, and then something new is going to come of it. It could be that you guys can communicate, but not necessarily be back together because of the Two of Swords here. You know, like it could be a good neutral situation. And that is also a very good place to start from. That makes a little bit more sense to me now. Coming all together like that. So yeah, like that's weird that the 6 came up too, hey? Perfect. Well, thank you so much for letting me read for you. You guys hit that thumbs up button for me after I'm done reading for you. So it helps me keep track of how many I've done for the day. And I love reading. So I'm like, boom. I love doing that. Thanks, Laura. I think you're awesome. Thank you for letting me read for you. Like, this is fantastic. Valentine. And then I've got Sheetal. Hello. And then Karen V. Awesome. You rock. Hey, you're the first one. Thank you for being first today. I love this. Tuesdays and Thursdays I read live, and sometimes on Thursday I get to go really late because I don't necessarily work in the morning. And I love reading for you guys. Like, it is such a privilege for me. It's such an honor. Thank you so much, Laura. I hope your day is great. Happy Thursday. You sure can, Valentine. It is your turn. These cards are awesome. Have I shown you the back of them yet? I think I'm going to have to rearrange my area here and have some other charts put up. All right, let's see what the cards have to say for you. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ooh, ooh. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Okay, so I actually have a deck called the Love Tarot, and it uses all the major arcana cards. And I'm torturing you. I'm sorry. I need to write this down because this is crazy. Because it pulled up all arcanas here for you. On the like the first card was the moon, and then it was all other major arcanas here. It's awesome. And it makes me feel like I should bring that deck out and play with it and just do love readings one day. Okay, so first off, we've got the moon, which is just a new season, a new phase coming in. Okay, so like, yeah, like this is all good. This is why I'm like, woo, happy. Excuse me. And the moon card is just fantastic. The two of them sitting there under the full moon, the water, the earth, the solid stone. Like, oh, it's just fantastic. And then, so that's 18, 10, 15, 18. So then number 7, the chariot comes up. So a little bit of movement, a little bit of excitement going on there. And then we've got the Empress that came up. Quite content. Bountiful harvest there at her feet. Oh, I got a wasp in my house. Looking very comfortable. Okay. And then we've got Temperance here, which is a nice balance. She's got one foot on the ground, one foot in the water. She's balancing the liquid between her two chalices. Everything is balanced. There's a rainbow on the end of that. Like, yeah, looking good. excuse me, looking like this next season coming in is looking just fantastic. Beautiful and bright and colorful. And you know, like with the major arcanas too, because it has a lot to do with ourselves. So wonderful feelings. Like that's a beautiful layout. And the fact that you got all major arcanas right there. So yeah, apparently there's going to be a lot of love going on in this next phase. Oh, see where I see this as a time that the Egyptian one is going on about logic and a period of introspection, but the Chariot is movement. I love this. The card points to the result of action. So, you know, after a little quiet time, there's going to be some action, which is ruled by the moon. The Chariot is ruled by the moon. The will of the subconscious cannot be excluded. And then a 14, the Temperance. Feelings of optimism and balance, way out of present difficulties. Opposition may be transformed into harmony. So it's pretty smooth. Like, it's lovely. Empress. Highly beneficial card. Ruled by our unconscious instincts. Oops. She represents Mother Earth, beauty, and fruitfulness. So I think it's going to be lovely. I think your next little phase here is going to be just lovely. Woo, that's a lot of major arcana in there. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Haha. That's awesome. Oh, sorry, Gwilla. I'll put you on there. All right, Valentine. Thank you for letting me read for you. Ah! Let's see. I'm going to put Guiella in because I forgot to write them down. Something new. And then I've got Sheetal and then Karen B. Cool. I've got about half an hour. Yeah, it's just a short one today. I'm so sorry. I love hanging out here and just doing this, so I can sit here for hours until I got to pee. Okay, tell us something new about love. Oh, I just saw something blip, 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 blip. We're still online. Good. Nice. Only one blip today, so that's good. Can we please? Thank you. Okay, something about new love is near. Do, do, do. All right, let's get a card. Oh, okay, Gwilla, I've got Princess of Swords coming up. So there's still a little bit going on there. And then the Seven of Wands, just kind of like maybe a personal struggle a little barrier that you need to just kind of jump over before the Two of Cups comes to play. Okay, so yeah, probably coming. Just give it some time. I want Seven of Wands is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Yeah. So totally. So yeah, this is just talking like a young, fresh person, like a fresher start sort of thing. And then just a little bit of a struggle coming through before you find some harmony. So that is what the cards have to say for you today about coming up on love. Two of Cups. Whoop, whoop. So yeah, if you are busy working right now, make sure you go back and check it out and see what that says. Let me know if it resonates with you at all. If it makes any sense where you're at. Hi, Shay Queen. I will add you to the list. Yeah, for sure. Chantel, are we still? Hi. You Pisces or someone new. Ooh. Are you guys currently together? Ooh. Hi. Okay, so it's your turn right now. Are you guys? Nope. Okay. But he keeps returning. So is this an ex of yours? Let's see what the cards have to say. Are you wanting him back for marriage? Is this dude marriage material? Okay. Oh, you look on my face right now, right? Okay. So the first thing that comes up is the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Discs. Celebration, fruitfulness, abundance, things happening that way. Then we've got the Hierophant right underneath that. It was on the bottom of the deck. Kind of, I'm going to look that one up. And then we've got the Queen of Swords right underneath. Okay. Look at her sitting there like right in the air, the skull in the hand, the sword up, ready, poised, like she's on guard. She's ready for anything and can take on the freaking world. We've got the Emperor sitting here. So very interesting how we have the cards laid out. Two. I gotta get them in the right order. So that one, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one. Okay. So for me, it's like an up and down situation. There's like something that happens and then something that comes to like a reality and then a new kind of feeling of independence and then something else coming to a reality. Yeah, so like the Ten of Discs is talking about abundance in your life right now. And then the Hierophant, or that's going to be coming, right? So like there's enough. There's enough. Okay, so yeah, this is starting to make sense. And this card, it says it represents spiritual advancement, perhaps along orthodox line. In its conformity, the way of the masses, popular belief and common sense, the established church, religious matters, conventional moral codes, and the reunion of opposing principles. And then the Queen of Swords comes in, which is communications, cutting out certain situations, cutting out a certain place or thing. So like that head in her hands with the sword in the other hands. With the ducks are flying away, right? So have you started like part of a group or going to church or anything like that, or practicing a line of faith in that aspect of things? 5 and 4. No, okay. We've got the Emperor here, and the book is telling us like the Emperor is the adult male, a fatherly figure with a strong paternal qualities. The card represents strength, the state, authority, and power, and the sort of administration that exists within rigid organized systems of bureaucracy. Systems that are inflexible and unable to adapt to any special requirements of those being processed by it. He gets what he wants through force, energy, and military strength, and outgoing extrovert personality, the adventurer. The Emperor resents the power or represents the power of the will, unlike the power of the feelings and love seen in the Empress. He is rational, unemotional, and lacking in tenderness. Whilst he is able to destroy the opposition, he is strongly protective of his own kind. The Emperor relies on his own resources to overcome physical restrictions. He lives in a world of logic. He tends not to think very far ahead. So very rigid, like very rigid. So yeah, it's just like an up and a down and an up and a down situation. And he's going to get his way in the end if you're not solid on yourself. And it might not be a good situation for you. There might be something different around the corner. Whew. Hi, Mitch. So yeah, there could be a few more ups and downs for you, but I don't think it's necessarily where it should be. If that is making any sense for you at all. Oops. Do not go offline. My back. I think it would be better to focus on yourself and then see what becomes attracted to you that way. Oh, goodness. Probably. If it's an up-down situation, like the cards were really up and down, right? So oh, what am I doing here? Yeah. Yeah, I would keep your ex as an ex for a reason. Ooh. And see what comes towards you that way. Thank you so much, Chantal, for letting me read for you. Good morning, ear friends. Where are we? Karen V, are you still here? Hey, more or less, I will put you on the list. Oh, thank you. Mwah, South Africa. That's awesome. Welcome to Canada. Oh, that's fantastic. I hope to see you again on a reading. Yay. Perfect. Thank you guys for your patience too and hanging out here while I read for the people ahead of you. I do have a list, so if I miss you on the list, you'll be thrown at the end. I've got a few minutes left, so I think I'm just going to keep the people I have now, which is everybody in the room. Karen V, are you still here with us? Got to get my chicken chores done before I go to work today. Chantel, I hope your day is great, and I hope to see you again in the room. I love having you guys. Okay, Shay Queen, I see you gave me a... Where did you go? Shay Queen gave me a message retracted. Hi. Does Dylan miss me? He's a Libra and I'm a Capricorn. Dalen. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Wonderful. Ooh. I've got some new decks coming, so I'm really excited. I'm giving away all my secrets today. Hi, Puzzle of Life. Welcome back. Ooh. Okay, we're on Shay Queen right now. Dylan, Miss Dalen. Miss me is a Libra and I'm a Capricorn. Let's see what the cards have to say. The Four of Discs. It's looking off into the distance, planning for the future, thinking about things. Ha! Eight of Swords. Wondering how he's going to get across the canyon. Let's see what the book has to say. The reason I read out of the books, like I do instinctively or whatever it is, intuitively read the cards like as they're flopping out. But the authors have gone through such work to create the story of the tarot and the cards, and I like reading the books. So the Four of Pentacles. The power of this card is used in a benign and positive way. It is the power of the responsible ruler or the catering father. Strength is realized by planning for the future. Planning confers stability and the reassurance of security in one's future life. Financial problems are overcome before they arise. Pensions, insurance, and investments are suggested. Also money gained from gifts or legacies. Building for the future. There is, however, an element of isolation associated with this card. And then on the back end of that, we've got the Eight of Swords. Desires repeatedly obstructed by accidental interference. A difficult and apparently inescapable position. A dead end with no clear way ahead. The problem faced here, although apparently insurmountable, does have a solution, which once found will throw a new light on the situation. The card suggests that self-imprisonment, once realized for what it is, may be readily escaped. There is an option available which may not be immediately obvious. This leads to the idea that one should recognize the extent of one's ignorance. Hey, Puzzle, I've got you. So as far as, is he thinking about you? Probably. Is he thinking about how to get you back? Possibly. Is it going to be easy? No. Seven of Wands, there's a struggle there. Three of Wands, there's peace and balance. So if that makes any sense to you in your world, I hope that clarifies the situation for you a little bit. You're very welcome, Shay. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Oh. I hope your day is good. I hope to see you again. Tuesdays and Thursdays, come back and see me. We'll do another card. Mish L. Mitch, are you here? Aw, I love all the love in the comment section. You guys are fantastic. Hey, will you hear from the Scorpio you were with on the weekend? Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Do a little cut. Probably. Yeah. I guess I could be nice and show you your card. We got the Four of Wands here. So a couple people sitting there thinking, contemplating, right? Kind of hanging out in their zone. And then underneath this is the Three of Cups. So that's a joyous reunion, a happy party, eating a harvest, you know, like underneath that we got the Magician. So some magic's gonna happen. Have you thought about trying to get a hold of them? Because the Magician just kind of is like the action part of things, right? So Four of Wands. Tact and gentleness are necessary to the success of one's work. Completion of work following a period of lengthy labor, conclusions, establishing one's roots in a new place, a place of calmness and stability. The card combines the fiery forces of Aries, ruled by Mars, with the femininity of Venus, so passion and creativity may also be relevant, though. So a little bit of a difficult situation, Magician. The Three of Cups is literal. King of Wands comes riding out of the fire on top. So, yeah, happiness, a time of shared joy and celebration. We'll just look at the Magician here for a second. So this card represents the intellect, its ability to probe and examine the environment, and its power to change and transform that environment if it's found wanting. Productive thought, creative ideas, and the mind put to constructive use. Self-confidence and the belief in oneself. Practical knowledge as opposed to theory. Yeah. There is skill, perhaps combined with cunning. So yeah, yeah, I can see you hearing from the Scorpio you were with on the weekend. Does that make sense in your world? Thank you so much for letting me read for you. It is okay, so something will happen. The Magician in there just kind of It may be in an alternative way. Perfect. I hope your day is great. Thank you for having your Thursday with me. More or less. It's time for you. And then I've got puzzle of life, and then I need to get ready for work. Aw, come back on Tuesday and let me know if the weekend went well for you. Ooh. Okay, more or less. Let's get you. Holidays have been sick. I don't want to go back to work. No, poopy. Where are we in our moon phase? Full moon's the 13th. Oh, we're coming on halfway between full moon and new moon. Well, that popped out. And that popped out. Hey, Kalina, I will try, but not a promise. I've got 2 right now, and then I have to go in a few minutes. But I do invite you to come back on Tuesday. Okay, more or less, bear with me for a moment here, okay? So the death card popped out. Now, what the death card mean is not literally death. It means something, there's a cycle that needs to come to an end, okay? So if you're cycling sick on your holidays and then not hearing from somebody, something in that cycle needs to stop. Something in that cycle needs to change. Something in that cycle needs to die and go away so that everything can come up aces. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. That's, aces are good. That's the start of a new beginning. That's the start. And pentacles are like earthing and money and resources coming your way, abundance, growth, and very useful. So a cycle needs to stop. So this cycle that you're dealing with, just kind of, instead of asking yourself, why is this happening to me? Ask yourself, what is the lesson here? And then something will happen. You'll figure it out. It'll become obvious in your head. So as that, instead of saying, why is this happening to me? It's, what is my lesson here? And then that will go away. That'll die off. And then the new one, ace right here. It'll be coming up aces. So life is a roller coaster. We have the ups and downs, but being in that kind of position where you're feeling like that's it is usually the end of a cycle. There's usually the end of the lesson. It's, something's changing for you right now. So as long as you keep that in your mind, like, just, yeah, this cycle is going to change. What is my lesson here? And it's not like you deserve to be sick or anything like that. Nobody does. It's just sometimes we repeat lessons. I had a coworker who was always